Amid rising global tensions threatening international stability, the atmosphere at a U.S. military airbase has turned into a scene of intense preparation. That morning, a light mist still lingered as B-52 Stratofortress pilots walked swiftly toward their aircraft, their steps purposeful and focused. Each movement reflected the seriousness of the mission they might soon undertake, one that could have far-reaching consequences for conflict zones and the world at large. Lined up along the runway, the mighty B-52 bombers stood silent but menacing. Ground crews, dressed in specialized gear, moved quickly to inspect every critical part of the aircraft, from the high-powered jet engines to the missile and navigation systems. There was no room for error. Every component had to be flawless, because a single failure could be a disaster in an operation of global scale. Inside the briefing room, the squadron commander delivered final instructions to the pilots. The tension in the air was palpable, but these airmen had been trained for moments like this. They listened intently, studying target coordinates, emergency scenarios, and communication protocols for operations in hostile airspace. With calm, expressionless faces, they understood the risks, but their sense of duty outweighed any fear. As a low siren signaled readiness, the crews began boarding the aircraft. The engines of the colossal B-52s roared to life, shaking the air around them. This was no routine drill. This was full alert in a world on the brink of crisis. The world held its breath as, behind the scenes, B-52 pilots and crews stood ready to uphold power and global balance, no matter what happens next. As the world held its breath, the thunderous roar of a B-52 jet engine began to shake the runway. The pilots were in the cockpits, the navigation systems were engaged, and the crew had given the all-clear. In a matter of minutes, this aerial monster would take off on a mission that could determine the course of world history. Silently, the world's eyes were drawn skyward to where power and tension met beneath the shadow of this giant warplane's wings. Once airborne, the B-52 quickly climbs to its designated altitude, joining a formation of other strategic bombers that have taken off from Allied bases around the world. Mid-air refueling tankers are already en route, ensuring these aircraft can reach their long-range destinations without pause. The crews inside remain focused, eyes scanning digital displays and radar scopes, while their fingers rest near missile and bomb systems that could alter the course of any conflict. In the air, every second matters, and every move is calculated with precision, honed by decades of training. Inside the cockpit, there's little room for distraction. The pilots and crew are not simply flying, they're managing a flying weapons platform with capabilities that reach across continents. Each B-52 carries multiple payload configurations, from cruise missiles to bunker busters, ready to be deployed if the command is ever given. As they cruise through high altitudes, stealth drones and satellite feeds continue to relay updated intelligence, guiding them over potentially contested airspace with maximum awareness. From the ground, observers watch as the B-52s disappear into the sky, knowing that their presence alone sends a strategic message across borders. These bombers are more than aircraft, they are symbols of reach, endurance, and overwhelming force. Their deployment is never taken lightly. Each mission involves hours of coordination, joint communication between NATO allies, and strict adherence to global rules of engagement. But in this moment, as the world tilts toward uncertainty, such shows of readiness may be what keeps deterrence alive. Meanwhile, in underground bunkers and command centers, high-ranking officials monitor the flight paths. Data streams from reconnaissance satellites and AWACS aircraft confirm the B-52's trajectory, ensuring air superiority remains unchallenged. The skies may be calm for now, but these pilots are prepared for any command, whether it's to return to base, hold a presence posture, or proceed into contested territory. For them, the mission is clear: remain sharp, remain unseen, and always remain ready.
Flaps are stopped. Good for the right turn, 46 0. Good to 200, on speed. Flying altimeter setting at a decent check and not to the right top.